in this episode, we're going to fabricate some mounting brackets. You'll see that the motor controller on the right is missing its mounting brackets, whereas the motor controller on the left has mounting brackets. So this piece right here and these little corner pieces right here and here are, of course, missing on this guy. I don't have them. Hi, hello. You are such a stinker cat. So we're going to be making the pieces out of rather overly priced hardware store aluminum. This is, if it'll focus on it, focus. There it goes. 1/8 inch thick by 1 inch, and we've got 4 feet, so we can handle a couple mistakes. This is the same dimension and size as these guys, so if I put that right there, you can see it's the same. Same thickness, same width. And if you look at the mounting brackets here on the bottom there, they're actually bent. So we're going to bend this piece just like they did, and then we'll go and put some holes in it, and hopefully that'll work. The ones that are on here are anodized. I don't have a way to anodize aluminum, so it's just going to be this shiny aluminum. I'm not going to... I could paint it black. I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. Just because I'm worried about the adhesive just sticking to the paint and then it was popping off. Because this back one is just held in with a piece of body trim, double-sided sticky tape. And the side ones are just bolted on, so that's not a big deal on the side ones. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to anneal this and bend it on the vise over here. So we'll see how well that works. Okay, welcome back to the mess that is my workbench. We are going to heat this piece up at a random location, because we know the bend is about 1 inch away from the end, so I'm going to we'll just mark it like right in here. So we're going to take the torch, heat that up, anneal it, let it cool off, and then do that to the other side as well. And then we will bend it. That way I can, I don't know where the bend's going to come out. So depending on how well that works, then we'll just cut it to the correct length and then drill a hole in it. And hopefully we'll have a couple of mounting brackets and be ready to go. So for this, I don't see where I put my... Doesn't quite matter. Here, we'll just use this. We'll just take this bit of scrap metal here. This will be our... We'll just go like this. So here's our line. That's where we want to bend it. We'll do that same on the other side here. Okay, so we've got that marked. We're going to go ahead and anneal it. So we want a nice, decent flame, not super hot, but you know, pretty good. And we're just going to heat up this section here. And what this is going to do is soften the aluminum, because if I were just to bend this 1/8 inch thick piece of aluminum, it would just crack. And so we're just going to heat this up and wait for, I don't know if you can see on there, but it'll change color a little bit. And that'll soften it so we can bend it, and then once it's bent, aluminum's work hardened, so the action of actually physically bending it will harden it back up. So that's probably, yeah, you can, I don't know if you can tell, but it's changed color a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And then we'll just let it cool off. I'm just looking for the slight color change that happens when it kind of turns more yellowish. So we just do this, we let it cool back down to room temperature on its own, and it should be annealed and ready to go. Yeah, it's starting to turn now. That's probably good. And next, we will go ahead and take this out. The other side should be cooled off by now. And I'm going to move this over. This. And I'm going to chuck it with a piece of wood. Like this. Because I want this radius right here. That makes a pretty decent bend radius, and that's what we're going to bend it around. Okay, you ready? If we did this right, this should be pretty easy to bend. It's still pretty warm. Did I get the right side? Yeah, that's right. That one's cooler. It's still a little warm. Well, it'll work anyway. Let's go ahead and do it. There you go. Not too horribly bad. Could use a little hammering to get it perfectly bent like theirs is, but I don't see my hammer down here. Somewhat bent. I'll get it straightened out here. See, it's so hard now I can't even bend it back. Because that's how aluminum works. When you bend it, it gets stiffer, it gets harder. But yeah, it didn't crack at all. If I had just bent it normally, it would have cracked pretty easily. But I think it's not going to be the world's best, but it'll get the job done. Do the same thing on this side, see if it comes out any better. That looks straight, yeah. Same thing, nice and bent. So we'll try to square that up. See if we can get that more square. I don't know where my hammer is. Okay. Pause, and I'm going to go find the hammer. Okay, well, I can't find my hammer. Apparently my wife borrowed it and didn't put it back, so it's probably out in the ship garage somewhere, but anyways. Yeah, not quite sure how we're going to get these angles a bit more sharp, but that's probably, we're just going to bolt them in. Look at the job done. They're very, very very strong now that they've been bent, but it came out pretty straight actually. Not too bad. So we'll be able to cut those to the correct length, get the right hole location, and yeah, I'm gonna end this video and go see if I can find my hammer. Now we can get this a little bit more. Yeah, put it in there and on the anvil part here and beat it till it's more work hardened and so that's bent better. But yeah, next video